When I was a young golfer, I was obsessed with golf clubs, and I dreamt about having the best kit. Fast forward to today, and I'm quite the opposite with how I approach gear. This channel is all about documenting my return to golf after 15 years of not playing, with the goal of getting back to a 9 handicap. If this sounds like something you'd like to follow along with, then hit subscribe to catch my future videos. Back when I was a junior at 18 years old, the technology in golf could almost be considered a different universe compared to what's available now. Golf simulators, massive club heads, it was nothing like it is today. Now I've finished filling out my new bag with clubs, I called my mum and stepdad and asked them to pull out my old golf clubs so that we can compare them to the clubs I have now.
It's a little bit dirty. It's been up in the loft for about the last 15 years or so.
Especially as they were both purchased with a similar mindset, a reasonable budget. I'm very much of the mindset that expensive golf clubs aren't going to fix your golf problems. A new magic set of irons isn't going to cut 4 strokes from your scorecard, nor is that hot off the press driver going to fix your slice. But it is important to be intentional about what you're buying in certain areas, and it's important that they last you. Let's start from the top and work our way down, kicking things off with the driver.
Wow, Titleist 975J Pro Titanium.
Yup, a Titleist Titanium J. I believe the J stands for Jumbo, which is pretty hilarious by modern standards. It's got a huge 312cc club head, and I picked it up secondhand in 2004 for about £90. Fast forward to now, and I have a Cobra F8. The head is right up to the legal limit of 460cc, which is almost 50% larger than my Titleist. Crazy! I imagine the club face is thinner and it has a cool looking CNC finish. You can also change weights in the head, which should change the ball flight. However, I haven't touched this. Now this is probably not the way you're meant to choose a driver, but I just went on Golf Avenue, saw that this was $300 brand new, and that I could set it to 9.5 degrees. It had a stiff shaft, and that's pretty much all I wanted. For those interested, the shaft is 65 grams and made by Aldila. I popped on YouTube, saw that a bunch of people had some positive things to say, and figured that this would work. Given how massive the club head is and the modern drivers seem to have about 12 sweet spots on the club face, I figured I couldn't go that wrong. Sure enough, it's been great. If I don't hit it well, it's because of a bad swing. But overall, I've been pleased with my buy. Back to the old clubs, and I had a Callaway Steelhead 5-wood.
And here, well, apart from the dog, what have we got? Well, this is a Big Bertha Steelhead. It's a 5-wood, Callaway obviously.
After getting some good grades in a school exam, my mum rewarded me with picking me up a new golf club. And that's how most things went at 15 years old. I remember deciding on a 5-wood as there wasn't really much difference in distance between that and a 3-wood, and I could smash this thing. The rifle shaft was so cool, and it was a go-to club for a long time. Now I have a Cobra F9 Speedback 3-wood. Some people might be able to answer this, but it says it's a 3 to 4 fairway wood, and yet its default degree is 13.5, which makes it stronger than a 3-wood. Confusing. Anyway, I could see that I could set it to 15 degrees and picked it up second-hand at the same time as the driver for just under $200 Canadian. It seemed like it was a good deal, and it had a stiff shaft. This one was not as easy to get used to for some reason, but now it's fine, and I'm happy with the purchase. But something that wasn't really commonplace back then, that I have now, are hybrids. I have a Titleist H1 in 19 degrees of loft. I didn't get on with this for a while, but after learning how I should be hitting it, like an iron and not like a wood, it's become a bit of a go-to in my bag. In fact, in most cases, I'd rather pull this one out instead of the 3-wood off the fairway. The shaft is by Atmos and apparently Tour spec. It's 85 grams and stiff, but not as stiff as the feel in my driver or my 3-wood. Let's take a look at my irons now, and the old set hasn't really survived that well.
We've got the 3 down to the 9 plus a pitching wedge.
Getting these for my 15th birthday, I think they were about £175 second hand.
They're Cobras, King Cobra 2 oversize. Not sure what the shaft is.
Well, Roger, the shaft is Cobra's humpback design, and I couldn't tell if I was getting any benefit out of it. The shafts have unfortunately pitted pretty horribly, but I'm sure they still work. And today I still have Cobra irons, but this model are the Pro MB irons. This is from the second-hand set that I picked up from my pal Keith that included a light carry bag, that Titleist hybrid, and a bunch of balls, all for $200, which was a bargain. Oh, it also included my gap wedge that's coming up in the video. I do feel like I'm missing a 4-iron, and I've even found one that will match this set, and I'll pick it up when I go back to the UK to visit. Like all my clubs, apart from the wedges, I have the Lamkin standard grip, which you may have also noticed is the same grip that I had on my old clubs. These grips feel just as good as they used to, and I'm a huge fan. My irons also have a Rifle Precision Pro shaft, which seem great. Plus, rifle shafts just look way cooler. If you saw my last video about learning to buy golf clubs, you'll know that I think wedges are super important, almost up there with your putter. But back as a junior, I didn't have all the money in the world, and I was a tad limited with my wedges.
Okay, let's have a look at the wedges. We've got 2 wedges here. Oh, there's a T down here. gavinismydentist.com. They're good for something, dentists, aren't they? The 56 degree Mizuno MP T Series, an orange IQ, 52 degrees. Never heard of them before. This one is quite rusty. Paul probably got that one second hand, I should think.
Both of them were second hand, and both of them never held me back. But fast forward to today, and boy, did I treat myself with something cool. No, these clubs won't make me the next Phil Mickelson anytime soon, but they do look great, and I feel right at home with them. I have 2 Vokey SM8s, one in a 54 with 14 degrees of bounce and an F grind, and the 60 with 12 degrees of bounce and a D grind. And while it says 52 on it, I had my gap wedge bent to 50 for more even spacing, just as the Titleist website suggested. And to finish things off, my putter.
I would use this. This is a Ping Answer 2. Lovely putter. Probably a little bit too long for me.
That Ping Answer 2 has some great memories, and I've holed some pretty incredible putts over the years. So what did I choose for my modern bag? Yep, a Ping Answer 2. The most obvious difference is this one has an insert on the face, and it's very easy to use. The simplicity of the look is great, and I've always felt at home using it ever since I first tried it out.
Go on. Come on! Yes! Come on!
At first, I thought the adjustable grip was a complete gimmick, until I put 2 and 2 together and noticed that my putter wasn't 34 inches like I thought it was, and was in fact 35.5. A quick turn, and I can set this thing at the correct length, which also makes me wonder if my old one was 34 inches. The OGO carry bag that I used to have was the first thing I bought with my own money, and was perfect. After a bit of snooping around in Golf Town, I managed to find this Callaway stand bag, which I chose purely because it has a separate putter compartment. Oh, and it was black. Now let's take a look at what I carry inside both of these bags.
Right. So here's the ammo.
In here I have lots of golf balls and a pen that I should mark my ball, but I never do.
Lumps of concrete.
Right now it's winter, I use whatever.
I think Paul must have specialised in DT solos. Titleist though.
Someone at Golf Town sold me these Strixons. They're okay. They tried to tell me that they were like Pro V1s from 2017. I probably don't agree with that.
Put them over here. Stay.
And we also have various pinnacles in here
Nothing else in there.
for when Chris wants to get nice shots and I just want to smash a golf ball somewhere.
It's in this pocket.
In here I have a FootJoy glove. For some reason I'm a size small, although I feel like I've got the wrong size.
Sunglasses case.
This is all the valuables. Valuables go in there.
Oh, and 30p. It's my lucky day. That's about 50 cents Canadian, I think, isn't it?
Do you know what this is for, Chris?
What's that?
I'll show you. You're meant to take your glove, and then you stick your glove on there.
Oh, fancy.
I only found that out the other day. Won't use it like that though.
Oh, here we go. Here's all the tees he's got.
Tees go in here. I use very small tees, namely because I bought the wrong ones.
Very important as well, a couple of ball markers.
Because I don't tee it up very high. I don't know why everyone tees it up so high, but Tiger's tees it super low, so that's probably right. Snacks. Oh, I got some flapjack. Okay.
Packaging for a golf club.
Waterproof head covers.
Oh, and the said FootJoy golf club. Glove. Hardly used.
I keep not very much. There's some sunglasses.
Oh, fits me perfectly. Maybe I'll use that.
Very important. Club face cleaner.
Very important. Drench helps you stay mentally and physically hydrated.
one of the most important things in this bag. And the tools for adjusting the clubs that I never use. Apart from that one time where I did and it was super useful.
The old rag for cleaning the ball.
I also have a towel. It's a Squamish one. I bought it because that's what they sold at the front desk there.
Scorecard, Bath Golf Club.
And then I recently got these sticks because I don't want to suck at golf anymore. And these sticks will help. And that's what's in the bag.
That's the equipment I use to play golf now versus back then. Do you have any of these clubs? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. And if you haven't already, make sure you have subscribed to the channel if you want to see more videos. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you on the course.